What's up, guys? Good evening and welcome to Roma Theory. What has Roma Midtjylland got to do with Stranger Things? Nothing, apart from the fact that Thursday, not only do we play, but the last season of Stranger Things is out, and I'm living a personal crisis because I cannot believe it's ending. I cannot believe that it's ending. I will cry. I rarely cry, but I will not accept the fact that my childhood, our childhood, will be gone like this. I can't. I really can't. So, I mean, on Thursday we all have a schedule. We all have a pre-scheduled schedule. Roma game, early kickoff. Then once it's done, match reaction, and then under your duvet watching Stranger Things. Yeah, I mean. Wow. And I thought I wanted to theme this video as a Stranger Things theme because I think there are a lot of connotations between our game and Stranger Things. So I was like, let's use a thematic analysis when speaking about this game. But look, no. It's our Europa League game at home against Midtjylland. I believe it's our 5th Europa League game. 2 wins, 2 defeats. 2 wins away, 2 defeats at home. So this is a response that we must give at home in Europe because we have been disastrous at home in Europe. We've been pretty shaky at home in general, but in Europe we lost that little game and we lost the Victor Pudden game. So we need a shock. We need a shock for this game. It's an important game. But the reason I call this the upside down game, not just because Stranger Things is coming out on Thursday and we're playing on Thursday. But this is an upside down game because this is a very dangerous game. And of course in these match previews, I'm going to analyze the game. I'll give you my predicted 11, which, by the way, I expect a lot of changes. I mean a lot of changes. I expect a few changes. So yeah, let's speak about this game because I don't think it's an easy one. And I think this game can be a stinker. It really can. Hopefully not, but this game has the potential of being a stinker. So first of all, I mean, look, favorite Stranger Things character, Dustin. I would die for Dustin. I would crash my car on a bridge. Off a bridge. I would jump in a tank full of sharks for that man. I would. I would die for Dustin. And I found out like 2 weeks ago that I share the same birthday as Gaten Matarazzo. So that's probably one of my biggest life flexes yet. Okay, Stranger Things aside. Okay, why is this a stinky game? Because we have that Napoli game on Sunday. And I can guarantee you that no player wants to play this game. I can guarantee you that no player wants to play this game. And I can guarantee you that no fan wants to play this game. Because this game is like a rash on your balls. And you know when you go to the sea and some people have like rashes on their balls because of sand and because of like the sea salt and everything, and then all you seem to do instead of enjoying the sea, if you're a male, let me just pre-announce this, all you seem to do is scratch your balls because you can't get rid of that irritating rash on your balls. This is that game. No one wants to play this game. No one wants to even watch this game. Not that we don't want to watch it, but you get the point. Sunday's game is so important. Sunday's game is so important that this game comes in a very annoying period. Again, does that mean that this is a game that we need to snub? Who gives a shit? We've got Napoli on Sunday. No, this is a game that ironically we have to win. We have to win. Had you won the 2 European games at home, you wouldn't be in a position, you would probably be in a more flexible position to rotate players. But you're not. You need to win this game because we need to get in that top 8 in the Europa League. And I say if you win this game, you have a high chance of qualifying in the top 8. But this game comes in such a specific time of the year where our reality is so big and our dreams for that Sunday game are so fixed in our mind that this game, linking back to Stranger Things, is an upside down game. This game is a game that makes you enter in Will's nightmares and stand there and you see a monster in the sky and you go away because I don't want you here. So the reason I schematically linked Stranger Things with this game is because of this. Because this game is not an easy game, guys. Because this game, the concentration for this game is not going to be there. Is not going to be there. We might win this game. We might scrape this win. But the players are going to be focusing on that game on Sunday. Do you blame them? You can't really blame them. Again, you need to play every game. So lacks of concentration when you're professionals is not justifiable. But you get the point. We're so close to that game on Sunday that you're scared to shatter something. It's like you're scared to break your mum's vase in the corridor, so you never run past it. And again, all of these analogies fit in very well for this game. Because the reason I say this is not an easy game is because, number one, they're top of the table in the Europa League. Now, again, whether that's a coincidence or not, they're top of the league. So I know you can't compare the league, any league, with Europe, because in Europe you played 5 games. In leagues you played 12 games up to now. But just like we say to everyone, it's not a coincidence that after 12 game weeks we're first in the Serie A. We deserve credit. Maybe it's also fair to say the same about them. Maybe it's not a coincidence that they're top of the Europa League with full wins after 5 game weeks. And just to get into their schedule to see the games that they played in the Europa League, I don't massively care about their league. They're second in the league. They beat Celtic. They beat Maccabi Tel Aviv. They beat Nottingham Forest in Nottingham. I know it was the Ange period where they didn't win a game, but they still scored 3 goals in England and won there. They won at home against Sturm Graz. You know, they again, careful. Because this smells of Victoria Poulsen all over again. And not only can we not afford another defeat in Europe, but one of those performances like the Victoria Poulsen game can affect your Sunday's game. So this is a domino effect. You need to treat this game as a barrier, but also as an entrance to that Sunday game. Because we all agree that Sunday game is the priority. I can't hide this. We cannot hide this. And I am somebody who, if you've been sticking around for a very long time, you know how much I care about Europa League. And I also understand, everyone understands and accepts that Sunday's game is the biggest game that we've played since that Budapest final. That Sunday's game is massive. That Sunday's game is the priority, absolutely. But I feel like this is an entrance to that game. And if you lose this game, it can have a knock-on effect for that Sunday game. Not just a knock-on effect on your European League position. Just to share a few words on Midtjylland, they've got a very interesting player who's also been linked with us, Franculino. What was I gonna say? Yeah, he's apparently he's on very great form. He's scoring goals for fun. Premier League clubs want him and are ready to spend money galore for him. So they have, and one thing that I always say with these teams, with these Northern European teams, is that they have a high intensity. Northern European teams have got this tendency of going fast. Now again, with Gasperini, we're different teams in terms of intensity. Had we played this game 3 years ago, where we looked dead on the pitch, dead, and not dead result-wise, but we didn't move. 3 years ago, I look at the games we played, we had players which never ran. So whenever you faced these teams, it was almost like jumping off a bridge, because they were triple the size, and not triple the size, triple the speed. So we struggled against many Northern European teams over the past years. Northern European teams go fast. Northern European teams press you high, and they're in a position where they really have nothing to lose in this game, because even if they lose, they lost at the Olimpico against Roma, who are one of the favourites to win the Europa League, and they would probably still remain top of the league. So really, I expect Midtjylland to come here on Thursday and have us, prepare a big goal. And that's what they need to do. And that's where we need to come in prepared. So I ain't gonna lie. There are gonna be changes. There are gonna be formation changes. But this is my predicted 11. I think Kone rests. Hermoso still injured. Dybala, Bailey will be back, probably on the bench, but not starting. Dovbyk out. So you do have some players that can start. Baldanzi is not on the UEFA list, of course. So some players need to start because of the emergencies. Other players, I think, will rest, such as Kone. I think Kone rests, and El Anawi starts. And then if we need him, you put him in the second half. But my predicted 11 is this. People go Wrench. I agree. I want to see Wrench. But I could see Wrench or maybe even both of them start with Pizzilli. I can see Wrench and Pizzilli have minutes in this game. And I can guarantee you that they will get minutes. I'm just not sure if they will start. Because I think the plan here is... Ideally, it won't be this easy, but the plan here will be to drag this, to avoid dragging this game. Ideally, you want to go on a 2-goal lead at half-time. That's in our dreams, because we do still struggle a bit when it comes to scoring goals. So I think Gasperini will want to start strong, and then play on our good momentum, try to find an early goal, and then in the second half allow for more changes, put Pizzilli in, put Wrench in, to also give players a rest. But I think starting, it's going to be something similar to that. Ferguson, Sule, Pellegrini, Celik, Cristante, El Anawi, Tsimikas, I think will get back playing, with Angelino still, I don't know what's happening with Angelino, but he's nowhere near being... not even on a call-up level. And then in defense, Mancho, Evan, and Ziokowski. Can it be Gilardi? Is Gilardi even on the UEFA list? I think he is. I'm not sure. I mean, I just feel like he trusts Ziokowski more than Gilardi at time of speaking. So I think that's going to be it. It's going to be something similar to that. I mean, maybe Wrench ahead of Celik. I can see that happen from the beginning. But other than that, I mean, there are going to be changes, but I don't expect a complete turnover, because this game is an important game, and the reality is that yes, it's not the priority, but we need to win this game, because if you win this game, of course everyone needs to play. But if you if you win this game, Europa League. If you win this game, you'd go 3 points off Midtjylland, who are currently sat top. So yeah, I mean, we need to win. So that's pretty much it. Okay, let me read a few comments. Start, bench, sell Dustin, Lucas, Mike. Start Dustin, bench Mike, sell Lucas. Can we please play Wrench and move Celik at right centre back? Says ZX. Favourites. Oh yeah. Is Ferguson starting? I think so. Yes, I think so. Talking about strange things. Do you think there will be strange things happening when Juve play Bodo Glimt in Norway tonight? Best of luck to Roma in tomorrow's game. I was reading that there's a chance they postpone the game because of a snowstorm, but I think they're gonna go on with it because it's Norway, so they're used to it. I think, I mean, we all know it's not easy to go up there. I'm not expecting a Juventus win at all. I think Juventus right now are not good. And go up there, minus 16 degrees, snowstorm, against a team which is used to those conditions on a turf pitch. I mean, the last they want is going there and playing that game right now. So I highly doubt Juventus are going to win that game. Baldanzi is not on the UEFA list, mate. So Baldanzi will not be available. Would you sacrifice top 8 in the Europa League to win the Napoli game? I win the Napoli game, but I don't qualify top 8, but get in the playoffs zone. Yes, I would. I would because... that's a tough question. I would. Yeah, I would. Yes. Don't want to start Evan, Kone or Wesley. It's very important Roma end in the top 8 since we have to focus in the league. Also true. So everything is connected if you think about it. Midtjylland is a really good club and they invested so much in the last 10-15 years. I remember when they beat Lazio 5-0 a few years ago. So yeah, again, it's not a... After that Victoria Posen game, I tend to not underestimate these games. Because as I always said, and specifically said after that game, maybe at times it's better to look at ourselves in the mirror. We're living a very good moment, but it's just because of that I feel like we're going to switch off on Thursday to go all in on Sunday, and then it's going to have repercussions. So we need to treat one game at a time. Again, there are going to be priorities. The league is the priority this season. It's very clear. It's very, very clear. But it's wrong to eliminate competitions in November. You start eliminating things if you don't get eliminated before. You start eliminating options around March. If in March you feel like you can win the league, and you feel like you need more space because you don't more time and space because you don't have a good enough squad depth, and you decide to kind of get rid of the Europa League, in March it's more justifiable to do it in November. I'm never a fan of eliminating options, especially because we're Roma and we haven't won much, so we're not in a position to really choose. But again, the league is the priority and you can tell. Okay, I have nothing else to add, guys, when it comes to this game. I think we need to be very careful on this one because it could be the upside down game. I'll catch you tomorrow with Gasperini's press conference. Actually, I'm not sure if I'll go live tomorrow because I finished quite late. But I'll try. Otherwise, I'll be there on Thursday for the match reaction. I won't be there at the stadium on Thursday. I normally miss the first Europa League games at home because it's in the middle of the week. It's an early kickoff. And I'm going to watch it from home, I think, on Thursday. And then, of course, we'll be back at the stadium for the massive one on Sunday. And yeah, guys, Roma and Stranger Things on Thursday. Your day is sorted out. Hit the like, subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. See you.